Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to the third week of the UBLN. Yes, we are battling against Master Roshi and the Aston Villampharos this week. It's a very, very scary team. Most prominent things probably here are the Megalopani and the Sizzle. They are both very scary monsters, as well as the Salamence. Sizzle, obviously fast. If you get a sword stance up, Bullet Punch is going to be destroying things. Salamence is just generally scary. It can be somewhat bulky. It can be fast, it can sweep, it gets such a variety of moves. This one's like Zen Headbutt. I think it might even get Iron Head, I'm not sure on that, it might just get Iron Tail, but it does get that. I do want to apologise actually, before I go further, I want to apologise for the background. Yeah, I'm at my mum's currently dog sitting for another like half week, and this is the last day I have to record this before it's got to go out tomorrow. I might be putting it out on Sunday because we're not getting a TBL battle this week, but yes, okay, I'll explain the TBL battle at the very end of this. Third of all, we've got Moltres. Moltres is actually very scary. We have Marowak as a counter, but other than that, we don't really have much that wants to take hits. Obviously, Mega Guard is okay, but at the same time, Hyper Voice isn't doing too much. Psyshock does do quite a bit of damage, but I don't really want to get flinched with Air Slash. Dugtrio, Revenge Killer. You know, Dugtrio is just scary. It can come in, it can arena trap you, and it can Earthquake and basically take anything out. The only thing that it's not going to be dealing with is the Skarm, but I doubt Skarm is getting many kills in this match, or I'm going to pretend that I don't know if I do know or I don't know, because obviously I have battles in this. I've done this battle. I was very, very tired during this battle. I really couldn't concentrate. I was half asleep, but you need to watch this battle till the end. You need to watch this till the end. I promise you it will be worth it. It is a crazy, crazy ending. Megalopani, as I said, very, very scary. If that thing gets on a power-up punch, that thing completely sweeps me. So I've really got to make sure that doesn't happen. And Alolan Raichu isn't very scary. Honestly, I'm not too scared of the Alolan Raichu. I'm not too scared of the Salamence either, because we have Kuron Black. Unless it's like, well, it's gonna be faster, but we have like Gardevoir as well. And yeah, Alolan Raichu, I'm just not really scared of. Obviously, it scares Conk and Amoonguss, but and Skarmory as well. Actually, it does scare like a lot of my team, so maybe I should be a little bit more scared of it than I was. Let's get started with this battle. So we are going to start off. I was like, what can I lead with? Amoonguss covers basically everything except the Moltres. The Moltres is the one that's causing the issues. And I'm like, what's the chances of him leading Moltres? And I really didn't think it was going to happen. So I led with Amoonguss, and lo and behold, he leads with the Moltres. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is the worst possible matchup. And then I realised I have no switching to Moltres. So I'm just like, I'm gonna have to stay in. So I stay in. He does miss a Fire Blast, which is a huge first miss, and I do get a Toxic off on the Moltres there. Not anything huge. I'm just kind of like, I need to start denting this somehow. Maybe force a switch out. Because if I led with like Gardevoir or anyone else, I would have been fine. But we've then got a Fire Blast, which we do tank pretty well. But at this point, I'm just like, I'm letting Shrooms get down. Shrooms doesn't do too much other than kind of counter the Sizzle. And we do see that it's leftovers now, and we are obviously Black Sludge. Fire Blast doing a heck of a lot of damage, but I did manage to kind of suffice that. This is definitely a defensive Moltres. I think it did have some special defensive investment, which might, well, it does come into play later in the game, so I'll say that much now. So the Moltres U-turns out, and we bring in Sizzle here, and I'm like, that's an interesting play. I Sludge Bomb again, because, you know, that was the only move I could really use to hit the Moltres. Did have HP Fire on this, and I was like, I don't know if I can live a knockoff. I wasn't sure on what his set would be. But I do go down to the knockoff, and it does turn out that this is a life-orbed Sizzle. So, yeah, like, I couldn't have lived that anyway. But we have now got a little bit of damage on the Sizzle. I thought I'll come with Conk now and get a Fire Punch off. Fire Punch will completely destroy it. He obviously predicts this and goes into Moltres. Actually, I didn't do Fire Punch. I didn't hold Fire Punch. I went with Drain Punch, which, here we go, get a little bit of health back. Well, not a little bit of health, we haven't lost any health, but just do a little bit of damage to the Moltres. I have got Thunder Punch here as well, so I'm just going to go, you know, just going to sit here. We do get our burn up this turn, so our Guts is looking kind of pretty at the minute. So I'm just sat here, I'm like, well, I'm just going to chill, I'm going to hit Thunder Punch. And then U-turns out, and I'm like, oh my god. And half of me was like, does he go into the Dugtrio here, predicting me to have Thunder Punch, or to scout out if I have Thunder Punch? And he goes into Stoke Surfer, which, you know, Alolan Raichu, obviously to see my Thunder Punch there, which does a heck of a lot of damage, just 50% damage, even though it's not very effective. So I'm just sat here, I'm like, do I stay in? No, I don't. I go into, I think, Skarmory here? No, Galilady, which is obviously my Gardevoir. Go in here, I trace the Surge Surfer, but that doesn't really matter at all because I'm not going to use it. We haven't got electric terrain unless he's brought it. Psychic there, hits off, doesn't do too much damage. And I just decide to Mega Evolve here and Hyper Voice, knowing that I should... knowing I could take another hit, I didn't expect to outspeed this. I've just foretold you. I really didn't expect to outspeed this, so it had HP investment rather than speed investment, I believe. And I was there like, what just happened? Like, I outsped a Alolan Raichu, and so yeah, I was just sat here like befuddled. And then there's the Sizzle come in. I'm definitely not taking a Bullet Punch, so I go straight out into Conkeldurr, because I know this thing should hopefully be able to take a hit or two. And we see the Bullet Punch there, so that was kind of a good play. Although that does a heck of a lot of damage. I don't know why it did so much damage. Maybe Sizzle's attack is just that high. I think it has base 130 actually, so it makes sense. But he does go for an Iron Head here, which does make sure Conkeldurr goes down, which is a little bit unfortunate because I now have one less count of Sizzle. I only have one counter left for Sizzle, and that is Club King the Marowak, the Alolan Marowak. And I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to go for a Flare Blitz here. I know the Moltres is probably coming in, but I have to try and go with the Sizzle because this can wreck through my Kyurem Black and my Gardevoir. Go for a Flare Blitz here, and then I'm like, this will do a relative amount of damage. It's not going to do too much, but it does quite a bit, and it takes it down almost to kill range. The leftovers doesn't quite mean that it's going to die to poison, which, you know, is a little bit of a shame, but that's kind of what happens. And I sit here and I'm like, I could just Flare Blitz again. He goes for Roost to heal up, obviously there. Really, like, a decent play. Like, I half expect him to switch out into something else. But, oh no, I have a Shadow Bone here, and that does about 50% damage, I believe. So we're kind of just stuck in this situation where the leftovers, again, makes it live. Like, had it not have leftovers, the poison would have definitely killed it, because you see it go down to, like, 3% there. Like, it's probably more than 3%, but you see it go down to super low. He does U-turn out here, obviously hoping, because knowing the next turn that a Shadow Bone would definitely take it out, even if he did get the Roost off. So U-turns out into Mensinus or something, Mensinus, I don't know how to say it. I went for a Swords Dance this time, because I was like, screw it, if he's going to try and play a Roost game, I am just going to go for a Swords Dance. And he does patrol the Salamence here, and I'm like, that's interesting. And goes into the Alolan Dugtrio here, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is possibly going to be bad, because I'm trapped in now. We do see a Focus Sash there, and I'm like, I'm going to lose my Marowak, and I'm not going to have any counter to Sizzle. Goes for the Earthquake, and I sit here, and I'm like, I'm not living, I'm gone. But we live on 8 HP. I don't know if that was a roll or what, but that was absolutely incredible. Honestly, decided to go to the Flare Blitz here just because, like, I thought I was going to die. I honestly thought I was going to die. That is the Dugtrio gone. That means no more revenge kills or anything there. And then we see the Mega Lopunny come in, and I'm very scared now because I'm like, he could definitely go for the Power Up Punch here, and that would just ruin me. But I decided to stay in. Obviously, I'm not coming in again in case he tries to get rocks up later on in the game or something. I don't think he has anything for rocks. But he does decide to hit a Fire Punch on me, obviously expecting me to switch into the Skarmory there, trying to save the Marowak, and he took out the Marowak anyway, so it was a good play there. I do decide to go into Skarmory after a couple of calcs, because I realised that Mega Lopunny can't actually do too much to me. I'm going to Brave Bird here, obviously, because that would almost guaranteed be taking out the Mega Lopunny. We do a little bit of damage onto the Mence here, and I'm like, this Mence could have Fire Blast on it, because I know in week 2 it had Fire Blast and caused a sweep. It took out a Ferrothorn that was kind of needed to take out the Mence, so I'm going to switch it out and go into Gardelady. I should call it Galady. Galady, not Gardelady. Goes to the Fire Blast stage as I predicted. Doesn't do too much damage at all there, and I'm just sitting here like, I'll just go for Hyper Voice. It is a speed tie, and I do win the speed tie. Which this did obviously make a huge difference in the match, I believe. I'm not sure what move he would have gone for, but it did make quite a big move. And then the Mega Lopunny comes in again, and I'm like, I can live a Fire Punch. And he's probably expecting me to go into Skarmory, but he goes for a turn. This was the only move that I couldn't live, and I was like, he predicted well there. He made a really good prediction that I was going to stay in here. And I go into the Skarmory, obviously, because this is my big counter for it. And he gets the high jump kick. He does hit the high jump kick, which, you know, that does a little bit of damage, but we do get some Rocky Helmet damage, and this does ensure that the Brave Bird does kill from this range. And now we're getting into the territory of, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Like, I am going to lose this match. I have Skarmory, which is down super low now. I think we're down to like 30 HP. I'm like, oh my god, we can't live anything. The Moltres and the Scizor is left. I'm like, okay, I need to switch into Kieran Black. I was having to do loads of counts. Switch into Kieran Black and hope it misses a Fire Blast and goes for Roost. That was my big hope, and I was like, I need to go into Kieran Black, otherwise we lose right now. He goes for the Roost, which is really, really good. My Fusion Bolt, I believe, was maybe still a roll, depending on how much defense investment it had. I thought it was pretty especially defensive, so I was pretty sure, and that's where kind of the earlier Moongus thing came in, like knowing that it wasn't max attack or max defense, because it had a lot of max. It did so much that it had to be. No, I can't think. No, how much the Sludge Bomb did. So I do take it out with the Fusion Bolt there. And that is the end of the Moltres, and I'm here, like, I know I can live a Bullet Punch from the Scizor. At this range, I should be able to live. I think there was, like, actually a 6.4% chance or something that I'd go down. The Scizor, he goes with Bullet Punch here, and I go down to very low health. I think I go down to 11 health here, as you can see. Loses some HP there, and I'm like, I'm going to Fusion Bolt again. This did have a chance to actually take the Scizor out, so we could have had... I don't know if it would have been classified as a 2-0 or a 1-0 because he would have gone down, but we did get the low roll there, which unfortunately means the Scizor didn't go down. And then I'm here going to Skarmory, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I'm literally like this. I'm like, just, oh my goodness. A Bullet Punch doesn't kill me, and I forgot I had Rocky Helmet. But he goes for Bullet Punch, it doesn't kill me. I was expecting him to get a crit because, you know, it's just my luck. I went for Iron Head, he takes the Rocky Helmet damage and then dies to Life Orb, so unfortunately Skarmory doesn't get the kill, which really, really sucks. And we win with 5 HP to spare. Honestly, that was the tightest match I've ever had, and I'm so proud of that switch into Kyurem there. That was the only possible way that we were going to win that match. And I'm very, very proud that we managed to do that, because I knew that Skarmory could live a Bullet Punch, but I was very worried that it was going to be like a max speed Scizor and have Iron Head or some. It has Iron Head. Iron Head would have taken me out. So yeah, that was very, very panicky. A very, very tough match. Honestly, I'll give Roshi his preps. He did really, really well as well. Really sucks on that speed tie. I think that was the only thing that kind of factored in. Maybe, I don't know, the first 5 last miss, maybe, but honestly I don't see that anything would have been necessarily different if I'd have, if he'd have got that Fire Blast off. Like, I don't think it would have been very much difference because of all the roosts and stuff. But yeah, that is it for that match. I know it's about 13 minutes long, but I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.